Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Again with you, Omar from Brownsburg Motorsports. Today we have a 2021 Mazda 3 and we're going to be showing you the step-by-step on how to remove and replace the airbag module, or otherwise known as the SRS module. As you see over here, the car has been in an accident, so the airbag has been deployed, and usually with Japanese or Asian cars, anytime the airbag is deployed, the crash data is automatically set on the airbag module, and you would have to either reset it or replace it and then get it encoded, or programmed to the VIN. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight to it. Alright, first thing first, we always disconnect the battery anytime we are going to mess with any component with the SRS module, and which we just did in the previous clip. You just disconnect, as you saw, you just disconnect the ground terminal or the ground cable, and wrap her up in a towel or something so it doesn't touch the body, and close the loop. But anyway, after that's done, the first step we're going to be doing is let me see if I can zoom out a little bit so you guys could see. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom out for now, but I will show you in the next clip. I will get the camera in a better angle. As you see, I already went ahead and removed the shifter knob. Basically all I had to do is, it was obviously installed like that, and all I did was just yank on it, or I pressed this button here, the lever, and I yanked on it or pulled on it as hard as I could towards the top, and it just came out. There is no clips, there is nothing, there is no screw holding it. It's basically just those two clips over there. I don't know if you guys could see them, but let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. It's basically just these two clips over here. They're inner clips. You just have to pull on the lever as hard as possible to get it off, and it comes out. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next step. Alright, with the lever removed, the next thing is we're going to go ahead and remove this cover over here for the center console. Now, this one as well is not attached with any screws. I just started pulling on this side and pulling on this side. It's attached with tabs all around, and then as far as the shifter lever, to get it in that position, or to get it in any position, what you can do is, before you disconnect the battery, you can turn on the ignition, make sure the parking brakes are engaged, and then switch the gear while the car is not running. Again, only with the ignition on, which is ignition position 2. Some people call it position 2, some people call it ignition on. Turn on the ignition, get the lever in the D or neutral position, and then you can disconnect the battery. The other way is, you can remove this cover over here. See that piece over there? You can go ahead and remove that with a flathead. It's just a tab, pops right off, and then right underneath it there's a slot that you can push and physically move the lever in any gear you want, park, reverse, neutral, drive, whatever. So alright, with the cover detached or taken out, I already disconnected all the cables, but I'm gonna show you where these cables go. So let me see if I can get the camera in a good angle to show you guys. Alright, so first of all, we have these two cables, we have these two connectors. We have this connector here, and we have this connector here. This connector goes right there, and this connector here, the second one, goes right there. And to remove these connectors, both of them are attached with now both of them have tabs on them. So let me zoom in a little bit to show you. Alright, both of them has these tabs, so I just snuck my hand in the bottom, push the tab, and pulled out on the connector. Same thing on this side, push the connector, push the tab, and then pull down on the connector. After that, we have two more connectors, and both of which are attached with this. I don't know if you guys could see this. Both excuse me. Both of which are attached with this clip, and it kind of goes. Let me see if I can actually show you. It goes right here. Yeah, both of these two, the connector, that clip over there, this clip over here, hooks up right there, and then you have the first connector, this one right here with the tab. You push on the tab and you pull it out. Same thing with this. This one I haven't removed yet, and honestly I'm not gonna go ahead and remove it, but you can just go ahead and remove it from the bottom if you want to get it out of your way. Right there in the bottom, I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but basically there is a connector. You push the tab, you pull it out, and you wouldn't have to remove this, or even the you can go ahead and push this back, and you can go ahead and put this one back as well if you want to. But that's basically how it was in a nutshell. So you can either remove them from this side here, or you can remove them from the bottom. I remove them from the bottom because it is much easier over there. All right, now moving on. Sorry about that, the lights got in my way. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my center console, and we're gonna have this USB over here and the cigarette lighter, or for the charger. What you do is you just pull on this. There we go. As you saw, it just literally comes out just like that. I'm just gonna close this so you guys could see, and I hope you guys could see the connectors right here. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Probably it will give you better visibility. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connectors, and you can either remove these connectors or you can leave them. What I'm gonna do is, let's see here, is this one piece, or is this, yeah, this is all in one piece. Okay, I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and disconnect these. So every one of them has a tab. You push on the tab. It's gonna be a little bit, not a tight fit, but placement for these is a little bit hard, so I can get my hand fully in there. Let me try with the bigger ones first. Okay, that's one. Then this is for the cigarette lighter. Tab is right there. I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but the tab is right there. There we go. Then we have 3 for the USB, and I believe there is a, what is this, like an SD card reader? Yeah, for SD card. Yeah, okay. So you have 1 for the USB and 2 for the SD card reader, or like vice versa actually. Anyway, all of these you have to push the tab. So I'm gonna try using my screwdriver. I'm gonna see if I can push the tab and pull. Okay, that's one. Same thing with the second one. I'm gonna push and pull, and then push and pull. Now, before you do this, make sure you take pictures of where the connectors are placed, so that way you don't get them confused when you plug everything back on. And we want to make sure everything works back properly when you are putting this back together. All right, now I'm gonna kind of just put these push this harness to the side, or kind of just like tuck it on the side here, out of our way. And you don't see it yet, but our module is straight down, held on with 3 10mm. And let's see if we can get the camera in a better angle, and I'll show you how we can do that. All right, the first thing, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect all the 10mm nuts that are holding the airbag module. And I will show you, once I remove these nuts, I'll show you exactly what it is. This is, I think, is the easiest way to access the connectors on the back. So that's the first nut, second one, and third one. All the SRS module always are held on with 3. I've never seen any of them that are held on with 4. And then we can actually remove the airbag module, just kind of like, you know, bring it forward. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to disconnect these connectors. Okay. All right, the angle is a little bit hard, but the idea is, let me see if I can remove this. It's kind of a shield on the connectors. I'm just gonna remove it, put it on the side, and I'll make sure I put it back later. Okay, now we can probably access the connectors or somewhat see them. And this is not, well, this is removable, but honestly, if you could do it without having to remove a lot of stuff, that would be the best part, honestly. I believe that would be the best outcome. And it looks like somebody has tried to remove this before, but I do see one of these connectors. Let me see if I can. There we go. Okay, I think I got the first one. Okay, so the idea is, I'll show you in just a second, just so that you guys have an idea. Yeah, it sucks that it seems like it's, I don't know if it was broken or somebody broke it. Somebody really tried. These cars coming from the auction, sometimes they are returned. So like people, not returned, but people like to buy them to just kind of get like parts from them or something, and then that would be it. Like they would send it back to the auction and, you know, sell it again on the auction. And to most people who are buying it for the first time, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. People who doesn't have like access to Carfax or anything, they wouldn't know that the car was previously sold on Copart or anything. Now Copart does show a report sometime, like vehicle history report, but it's not really the most accurate per se. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so there is this tab here. All right, this is kind of a better angle to show you how I remove these connectors. Basically, that tab has to be moved. Okay, now that the module is out, let me show you how these connectors work. First of all, this is our module. That's what our module looks like. That's the part number for it, and make sure you install it. Obviously, there is only one way of installing it. As far as the studs that were holding the module itself, you have one there, and one there. As you see, 1, 2, 3, all of which are 10 millimeter nuts. And as far as the connector, now I can actually show you. I will try to zoom in as much as possible to show you guys. But the idea is this tab over here. Yeah, here we go, perfect. This tab over here was pushed all the way, so that's in the lock, that's in the closed position. And to actually unlock this and disconnect it, you push this tab here, you push this tab, and then you slide the bigger tab all the way across. So it kind of goes in like this. See how it's like half a circle on the top? Like, see how it's, you know, goes back and forth? That's basically the idea. And when you install it back, the tabs inside will be pushed and it will kind of lock itself. So when you install this back, you just push this lever, push it all the way down here, and it will lock in on the SRS module. But yeah, again, just to kind of go over this again pretty quick, when you are disconnecting this, you push this tab, the inside, the smaller tab, you push it in, and then you slide the lever, you slide it out from here all the way here, and the connector will start sliding out. And that's all. This is pretty much all the steps on how to remove and replace the airbag module on these cars. If you guys have any question, make sure you drop them in the comment section below. And like always, make sure you like and follow for more.